All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Eka Kodesh, the belongers to the elders and apostles of Great and Stone. Shalom to the elect wishing this world in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the living Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son. These so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. So I want to go straight into this lesson dealing with the wicked devices of the devil. And this was inspired by a video that I saw, because I want to say either yesterday or the day before yesterday I did a video on devices. And when you look up the word devices, you go back to mechanical or electronic device used for a particular purpose. And when I look up the simile, the second definition, it tells us it's a method or a trick to achieve a particular aim. And the trick where the Earth's population is going to get is that you believe in what Esau is preaching now. Because Esau have a system right now where we're going to implement in which we're going to have the Earth population in subjection unto him. And people cannot see it because they must see far, they're not prudent. But these things are right before your eyes. Day unto day, them push out new laws and regulation to push this through, Out here in Jamaica, they are moving even forward with these actions. That's why we have a digital money that we can spend now. We have, what do you call it? Jam decks. So it's a woe to them that devise iniquity and worketh evil upon their beds. When in morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. And this is exactly what Esau Edom do, Them think of ways how to oppress you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, So I want to run this clip so you have understanding what I'm speaking on.
What it means for all Americans. The U.S. dollar will be made obsolete. Soon your cash will be confiscated or will simply be worthless paper. The cash currency we have now will be replaced with a new programmable digital token. But the truth is, few outside the deep state recognize Biden's move for what it really is. If my predictions are correct, this is so much more sinister than simply replacing the cash dollar with a new digitized version. Friend, this new currency will allow for total control of all American citizens.
This will allow for total control, because this is a system being implemented, This is the system of the beast. But as the scripture does tell you, what Esau go about doing with these devices, woe unto them that devise iniquity, And it's a plan. And it's a secret counsel. That's why David, our king, prayed unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to hide him from the secret counsel, When you go further, the scripture say, this is, I want to say 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. It says, let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, his plans. And the earth population is ignorant, Mainly you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why it is written in 2 Ezra 15, verse 10, say, behold, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter, Because when we believe the things that we want to hear on these different platforms, from mainstream news media outlets to entertainers and athletes, all of these people want to look up to you, and these people are not for your good. These people themselves are blinded, So let's go back to the clip.
Citizens, because every digital dollar will be programmed by the government. That means they will be able to turn on or turn off your money at will. Not only that, but they'll be able to track and record every purchase you make. This is very different than online banking and has nothing to do with crypto. I'll explain everything in a moment. But what you need to know now is AOC has already.
So, as you hear him, sir, the government, the state, are going to control this digital money, and them can turn it on and off as they choose to, yo. Bringing which precept to mind? Revelation 13 verse 15 on down, yo. Say that they have power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And these are the times that's coming here, and it's not that far away as the money I got more elaborate on, yo. But a lot of people are ignorant of the devil's devices. That's why the Lord have risen up men, pastors, according to his heart, as the scripture said, to feed us with knowledge and understanding, yo. Because wisdom and knowledge is going to keep us stable in the times that we're in, yo.
Publicly declared her support for a government-controlled spyware currency. The digital dollar means Dems will be able to punish any contribution, purchase, or even social media comment that they don't like. And this isn't something years away. It's starting now. Biden's secret army has been hard at work, and U.S. trials are already well underway. In fact, our government is racing to catch up. China and Russia have already launched pilot programs for their own digital currencies. More than half the countries in the world and almost 90% of central banks are testing or exploring a digital currency right now. In my opinion, it's not a question of will the U.S. implement a digital dollar. It's just a question of when. And the answer to that is it's already happening. Under Project Lithium and Project Hamilton, the new spyware currency has been quietly tested for several years. There's no stopping it. I predict we'll see a digital dollar in circulation next year or 2024 at the latest. But I do have some good news for you. It's almost too late, but you can still protect your assets and your freedom.
So you see, even when him see what's coming here, you no matter what, you can still protect your assets, you can still do this, you still do that. You don't understand how serious a time we're in, yo. Timothy say, know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. And the perilous times are at hand, yo. And it'll get more serious, it'll get more harder. Amen. Just to survive, just to buy your daily necessities, yo. It's a simple thing like your toilet paper, your soap. These things are gonna be hard to come by, yo. You see me? You look at olive oil, look at olive oil, them. Then now you go into the things them where you eat, yo, the food. These things are hard to come by. And worse, when you implement this cashless system, yo, which everything is gonna be tracked and monitored. This is the society that's coming, yo. And this is the society that we are warning you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans to turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because He's going to protect you in the evil times to come, yo. So I hope this is edifying that I want to say, Kalalal, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Basham Maka Kodash. Shalom.